Hey, NASDAQ, we get the best dope on the markets. It is April Fool's, April 1st. I am your host, Alan Palmer. What are we looking at here? I'm just going to give some snapshots of what's happening today here. And here, this right here in the NASDAQ, see this diamond we just printed? Okay, we got a buy pattern going on here. Yesterday, actually last night, we were down a little over 10% on the year here. Now we rocketed out of here. Here's the S&Ps. This is actually because we have lower highs. These would just be a couple small areas if you're looking possibly. This might be where these algos might be selling it here. 66.51 is this one right here. Here's silver here knocking on a door here. This trend line is like from, December 31st and something else here. On the upside here, we got a $2 break here for early here. We came back up here. Silver has been on a run here. Yeah, that's a head and shoulders bottom here. As a matter of fact, this would be another neckline here from here. Oops. Let's have your magnets working there. Okay, one could make a case this is a head and shoulders bottom here. That's at 75.13. These are a little bit better here. Right here is one, this blue trend line here. This one here, actually, let's take that upward sloper off here. Okay, so this is silver here. We did get down to 61. This was like, what was this, the 22nd? The 22nd. So 2 weeks ago, and then last week we got down to, what was it, 66.70? What was this low? 67.70. This was the buy here on the 29th here. And then you got one shot right here. For some reason, I have this mapped out right over here. That'll be how you'd be looking at those charts. Okay, so this is silver. I don't know. I think those lows are in. But when you get back down to that 66 area here, it'll be iffy again, because you got some low weekly closes, it looks like. 71.20. I've been talking about this all year. And then here, and then you're dicking around here, you don't know where we're going here, and then all of a sudden here, boom, pop, $2. Actually look at that, $3 from right here, and then you cross over 71.20 and you go up to 73.37. This was an old olive line sell here, okay? As a matter of fact, this is going to come off here. So there, a little bit cleaner for you here. This is the pivot right here, 76.11. 15 is the high, 04 last. That's silver. Let's go look at crude oil here. Is this the last day over 100? Okay, you got the naysayers. Bloomberg is absolutely losing their marbles with the hatred on there. But yesterday I heard him say $200, okay, and the last time we heard $200 was silver, when silver was on at 122 high, and they're saying $200. Why? Because they suck in the weak people that are listening to the news. That's why one of my things on Twitter, mute the news. So that's me. Okay, so here we got this big green here. Here was a high on the way up here, okay? We're talking a little bit. And then this is an intraday chart here. Another time. You don't close over here. Here, coming back. Okay, so we broke. Here we got over here. We came into two levels right here within 20 cents. Okay, 103.65 and 84 here. Okay, I think we went up to 105, and then we had news yesterday. And, I say sheiks are, they're not really that super educated here. I'm being a little facetious here, but we got 105 and we broke $5 right here, right down 105.04 to 100 even. Okay, now maybe even $5 figures here. Okay. Anyway, we had some of these. These are some engulfing trend lines here. We did just get up here about an hour ago. Up to par 86. Okay, I think you have to have something working to sell over here. You can put your stop at 104.5, less than $1 stop. This one, I don't know. I think you're looking to sell these things on rallies. You can go home flat overnight. Okay, and then but look during the day, and if it's at night, you put something up there with a stop, and then you kiss your ass goodbye. You either get stopped out, or you come in and you might be looking at, well, like this morning, down $5. Okay, so I think the last day of the quarter, we made all-time highs. And let me go to this other chart here. This is actually cotton here. We broke 300 in cotton, came back, and now we're coming back here. This is copper. Okay, as a matter of fact, here, remember the upward sloping trend line in the? Here we got right here in copper. Okay, what's the high? 466.30, 566.30. Okay, so this trend line was hit, 566.08. 566.30 was the high. Okay, it's just this trend line right here. I got another one here. Watch this one at call it 568 round down. You can look at your screen. Hopefully you can see that. And then up here, 73-ish, both sides, or 573 round up. I got a couple areas right there. But for right now, I don't know. I just don't like copper. I don't know. But we have huge swinging markets, okay? So, trade it, use a stop, and let's go to heating oil here, okay? So these are my charts here. Take a gander over here, okay? Crush, milk, dairy, rice, hogs, backup order entry, Fed funds, KC, wheat, bean wheat spreads, okay? Merchants of death, okay? And I got everything. 2-year, 10-year lines. So if you need any of those, we're going to go here to heating oil. And, okay. So, this, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'd made up a chart here. Let me go look for it here. I think it was in heating oil. I did it this morning here. Here, I'll tell you what I'm looking at here. These are the charts. You can see here's the days. So these are today's charts only. Okay, these have gone out to clients, okay? July no beans, okay? Hogs, August hogs. Okay, so I am looking for the heat. Historic top. Let's see. Okay, let's look at this first. We can look at the live ones here. These are a couple areas. This is from yesterday. This was March 31st. But look at the high here in the June heat. No, this was 383, which is, where was it? 82.5 right here. You know what? It was yesterday. We traded this up here. Actually, okay, here. This is the daily chart, which includes the overnights. So here you got up to 396. I just highlighted this, 396.42, because this was a long-term sell. Okay, this was a long-term olive sell. Here's an olive sell 1. Here's olive sell 2. Here's the orange. Okay, and then there'd be a green down below. I don't know where the green is. So let's go look at here. And then what do we got? And these are some of the back months. This is SEP. Okay, so only got up to 340. This is almost at $4. Your buy stop could go over here, But if this is a top right here, and we're going to follow drill, baby, drill. So, and then this was in the Dees heating oil here. I just have a green here. This is probably a daily or a weekly. This is because this is a picture. Okay, so 313 here was a sell on the way up. Okay, on the way up. You're just looking at any of these levels here. Here's 2 of them. Here it's the high. Here you open above it. You got a tail, and then you come roaring back. Okay, so that'd just be kind of one way to look at the charts here. Okay, let me minimize that. And I think we're going to call this a wrap. Let's just look at one of the back months in the crude oil. This is January 27. Okay, so this is about 9 months out here. But notice the price. This is just an intraday chart. I had this here, and you can see here, you see how a trend line plays. You hold it for a bar, okay, and then all of a sudden you bust right through it, okay? Here's your head, here's your right shoulder, here's the left shoulder over here. Okay, this I believe is down at 69 today here. Here, bottom right, on full charts here, Tuesday the 31st. This is Jan Crude. What time was this at? 2:20 late yesterday, okay? 2:20 p.m. on 3/31. So anyway, if you need something, If you need anything, like chart levels in whatever market, you see how many charts I have, the pages of charts. Email me, arp@nasdog.com. Thanks for watching. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk.